game last night by chance?
I did not, but I heard.
There were like 4 legal procedure penalties on the Baltimore tackles, I think in the first 2 things, just lining up too far back. That's obviously like a point of emphasis. Is that something when you see like a trend like that early in the year that you got to have a conversation with Ben or with Panay or Taylor and just say, hey, look, they're looking at this, they've been flagged, you better watch this?
You do, absolutely. So I made that point this morning because I knew it had come up. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. So, and really that was something that I know as of the last preseason game this year, they were going to make a point of that. Just they'll warn you once and that's it. There are no more, and then they'll just start flagging them. So our guys know that, and we'll be ready for it.
Checking in on Reeder, you said you'd have a better feel after Thursday's practice.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. I mean, now it's just a matter of, all right, if he plays, how many can he play? And by doing that, does that, will he have the ability to get a little bit more next week, or is it just a setback, or we're just kind of even right now, which that'll be a lot of talking to Fish and Mike Clark and then certainly Reeder himself to see where we're at. But he's continued to get better every day. Took a lot more yesterday, which was good.
Do you have enough, if he can, or if he's limited in some way, or do you have to bring up the Pecco or something like that to make
Yeah, we'll be ready. We have that ability to bring somebody up, depending on what happens with Reeder. Yeah.
You mentioned Fisk earlier in the week. I imagine that's a guy you guys looked closely at through the pre-draft process.
Mm-hmm.
No preseason reps. So what did you see during the pre-draft process with him, given he's going to be a big part of filling that Aaron Donald void?
Yeah, I mean he's an active, high motor, powerful, explosive player, and he was that in college. I mean that's what he showed. I mean he's a football player, and we don't, we didn't see any of the preseason, but the way he plays translates in this league. So what I would anticipate a better player already than what we saw on his college tape. He's a good D-line coach over there. Gift does a great job, and so he'll he's going to bring it. That whole D-line's going to bring it. I think it's a pretty good young unit. You've heard me say it already. We're on day 3 or 4 now, and I mention them every day. So it's a talented group, but. I think he's gonna give you everything he's got, and if you sleep on a play or you don't give it your all, he can sneak up on you.
Hey, Coach, with you going into your 4th season, can you just talk about how you see the fan base and the game day atmosphere grow over these last couple of years?
Well, I think it correlates certainly with wins. Success, wins. You feel like you're going, you're taking the right steps, and I think our fans have seen that. And I think they want to know you're competing, right? You're competitive, and you're getting better, a little bit better every week, every year, and that gives everybody hope, And then you're starting to see the fruits of that labor, And so it's just that's where it is now, and it's our job to continue to excite our fan base, because we know, I've said it before, they're going to do their part. They're going to do their part. So as long as we handle our business, it'll be, this place for us, this city, that stadium, it will be home field advantage. It will, and not every team can say that in this league at their own place.
About him yesterday, but I wanted to get your thoughts on Parker Hess, just kind of, a guy that maybe flew a little bit under the radar outside during camp. What you liked about him so much, what his blocking adds to, the offense.
Yeah, Hess, he's just kind of a, he's your lunch pail guy, blue collar. He's going to do what you ask him to do. He's going to give it what he's got, and he's physical, he's tough. He's got some versatility. I really do like that room because, we know what Laporta is and what he brings in the pass game, but there's so much that he brings kind of in that H-back role too, in the run game. And then, Brock, man, our blocking Y, he's going to come up with a big play in the pass game once a game, and do all the other dirty work, protection, things on the line of scrimmage. And then you got Hesse, who's really that kind of traditional fullback, run, H-back, but yet you can put him on the line of scrimmage, kind of run game versatility is what he brings. And then there's some things on special teams he can do for us, So we like him a lot.
Dan, what did you think of Corum coming out of college and what you've seen him play in preseason?
Another player we really loved. You know, we had a lot of love for Corum. Brought him in here. You know, we had the local day and all that. Got to sit down with him, and you know, and of course he was in our backyard, so we certainly got to see a lot of him. But a lot of respect for the way he plays the game, his background. You know, he's just another one of those football playing dudes, man. Runs hard, he's smart, he's explosive, he's tough, he's quick, and he'll suit them well. I mean, he's going to fit right in over there. Those two backs they got, I think, are going to be a handful.
It feels like when we talk about the best running backs in the league, David Montgomery is often kind of tier 2, maybe a little overlooked in that top 5, 7 range. What is it about him that you love, and what could he do to kind of catapult himself into that next conversation?
Yeah, well, I would say that could be it outside this building, not in this building. I mean, that guy, for us offensively, we know the value he brings for us. I mean, this guy is a legit back in this league, and it's that he can do it all. I mean, that's what makes him what he is. I mean, man, the way he works, he's all business. You talk about urgency and preparing to play, the way he practices, the way he studies, and then every day, I mean, he's the same guy every day out at practice, you know. He works his craft, he gives you all he's got, he finishes every run, he works on protection, he's just gotten better and better, and he's a workhorse, you know. I mean, he's a workhorse. He's going to be there when you need him the most. He's a guy who can finish games out for you. He can start the game out and give you the tempo you need and the demeanor, set the tone, and then he can finish it out for you as well. So I think, you know, for me and for this offense, you got to have two backs that you need a Demo and you need a Gibbs. And if you got that, man, you're cooking with gas.
What's your I guess sense or eagerness to see what this defense really does look like when the lights come on Sunday night?
Yeah, I'm very eager. I'm very eager. There's a lot of excitement with myself. I know, you know, the defensive look, I know the whole team, the whole squad. I know those guys in the locker room that are on that defensive side. They're ready to show, you know, the work that's been put in and the pieces that have been added and how they all work together. And I am, you know, I think this D-line can be the engine that we've desperately needed, and I think they will be. And then with the backers that we've got, you know, we got them all back, and they're all damn good players. And then, you know, we've made the additions in the back end that I think are good for us. So I'm pretty excited, you know, to see where this game goes. Now, look, we know we got a good opponent. We know this quarterback. He's done it for a long time, and you know, he's one of the best that plays behind center. So it'll be a challenge, but I really do like our matchup, and I love where our defense is at right now.
A couple of coaches have praised Jack Campbell's leadership. I'm curious, outside of that, what do you see from him right now that maybe you weren't seeing last year?
Well, he's just growth, right? Growth and development. You know, I think so much of when you're a rookie, look, he's always been a smart player. He was a smart player when he came in this building. But just because you're smart, you know, you still have to live through a few growing pains as a rookie, you know, and things happen fast. And it takes a minute to adapt to the speed and everything that goes along with it. And so what you've seen is the game has slowed down for him. And then he's continued to grow on top of that. Speed slowed down, and he's been able to take it up another notch in his learning of the game and what offenses are trying to do, and communication piece between he and, you know, the guys next to him, the front, the back end. So he's just, you know, he's another one of those guys that, you know, when you talk about, it's like David, it's like saying, it's like he's the same guy every day. I mean, you watch him practice, I mean, you're going to get everything that he's got, and he's urgent about it. There's nothing laughing moments for him, you know? Like, he's out there for business. It's all business, and he plays that way. So we like the steps he's taken. You know, he's another young guy that's growing.
Melifonwu tracking, Dan.
He's better. We'll see. I'm not as I'm not as optimistic about him.